Good morning, good morning. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. This is such a beautiful morning, a little bit of a misty morning, a little bit chilly. Spring is on, it's coming on, and the main purpose of doing this video is is uh, just sharing. It was my desire that I make a live stream for the first time, but I've not had the time to sit down and figure out how it's done. You know that I'm an old school, heading to 60 something years old. I began this YouTube just the other day, and yeah, I'm struggling as I learn things. I'm learning the hard way, but things are coming on. Okay. I know I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. With your support, I'm going to get there. Basically, just give me a second. I see somebody pass through with a bike. Moron. Halt, bro. Yeah. Okay. That's a cyclist. Just as I was saying, this morning, it was my desire to really make a live stream. It would have been really time to talk and share with you something on live for the first time, but wait till I figure out how it's done. I have so much to do. I'm an employee, I'm a worker, and I go to work. I do a lot of work, and I'm also a father. I own a home, and it takes a lot to run a home. I don't live in a flat, so we live in kind of like villas, so there's a lot of work to do in the villas. What I simply mean is like you have to work in the garden, and Sweden is not like what we have in Africa, where you can get a few guys to do for you gardening here and there. Of course there is here, but at a cost, and it costs so much that at the end of the day you are going to realize that you have nothing else to live on, if at all you pay all those kind of services. So most of the jobs you have to do it yourself. Yeah. So as a homeowner, I have to do a lot of garden work, house maintenance. We also don't live in a suburb city where people walk into fast food shops and buy this and that. So we have to cook our own food, and yeah, and we have responsibilities. Yeah. Apart from that, I also have other hobbies like cars. I love making cars, maintaining cars, just cruising around with them and having fun along with them. Okay, so basically why I'm doing this video this morning, I had a vehicle which had broken a spring, a coil spring, my daughter's car, and it was taken to a garage, and it was due to be repaired, and I was called on Thursday that the car is ready, but I couldn't go and get it on Thursday because I was going to work, and by the time I got it, it was like 45 minutes to work time. So that was a very short time to go 21 kilometers to go and get the car, and that meant that we had to be two drivers. One goes with one car and one the other car. So that was too late. Right. So what I simply did is I left it that it will be picked today. And this morning, I've decided to take a very, very big decision. And the decision is this. I'm going to walk the 21 kilometers. Of course, there were options. I would have taken a bus. Of course, there were options. I would have talked to my neighbor, the pensioners, to drop me. Of course, there's an option. I would have asked my family members to drive with me very early in the morning and leave me there. Then I would wait for the opening time. There are many options. But I decided to take this option of walking to go and get the car on my own. Now, I want to walk 21 kilometers. I don't know how long it's gonna take. But I just want to hurry up and consider it in this positive way. We normally spend about 2 hours in the gym, and you try to run and work out your body so that you get to shape. And I thought this was a very, very perfect opportunity to work out my body, and that's the reason why I'm taking this thing on foot. As to others, they could imagine that perhaps I lack money for the bus fare and all that kind of thing, or I just want to do things the hard way. But to me, I look at it exactly positively the way I've looked at it. And despite the fact that when you go to the gym here is very expensive. We normally pay as much as 1,000 plus for 3 months. That is over 10,000. So we are talking about over 3,000 Kenya shillings per month, and over 3,000 Kenya shillings per month. And this is an opportunity now to trim my body, put it in action without paying for it. Yeah, so I want to make this walk, go get the vehicle, and yeah, it will be quite an experience. I've already counted the distance. It's exactly 21 kilometers, and I do not know what time. Right now I'm walking, I think, at a speed of 6 to 7 kilometers per hour, and 6 to 7 kilometers per hour. So at this speed, it should be able to take me around 6 to 7 kilometers per hour for 21 kilometers. I'm poor in mathematics. That should be able to take about 7 hours. Nah, that would be too long. I've calculated that I'm going to be there in about 2.5 hours or 3 hours. I've calculated that, I've estimated. So I'm not going to take all those number of hours, because I have to be at work at 1 o'clock. The time when I left home, it was a few minutes to 9. So hooks or crooks, I have to make it. I've got 4 hours on me, and yeah, this is fun. Now let me know from where you're watching this kind of experience that I'm taking, if it is too crazy for you. And I think I'm physically fit. For those who watched the video yesterday when we were in Vanamo, you and critical about clothing and what have you. Sorry, the way I've taken off, I had to pick the jacket that was the nearest, the t-shirt that was the nearest, the trousers and the shoes that were the nearest. So there's no time for selection. I didn't even have time to shower this morning. I might shower after the walk. Of course, I will shower after the walk before going to work. So there was no need to shower now. And yeah, I have to keep going. Now, it is very important to keep your body physically fit. At this age of 60 plus, if you tend to be sloppy and let everything fall, the body is a bit tricky, in the sense that if you give it a lot of relaxation and luxury, it just becomes heavy and a burden to bear. So I always think that it is perfect to give it exercise, be in action, and then there's a lot of things to do. There's car washing, car sweeping, house maintenance. I'm lucky to have a guest house, so whenever guests come in and out, there is that cleaning, and there's too much you have to keep doing. And I do the maintenance of my house myself, so, and I love cooking, so I always care also for my wife when she's come from work. I don't want her to punish and also start doing. She does a lot of work where she works, so I'd love her to relax. And whenever I have time before I go to work, I also cook a little bit there, so when she comes home or my daughter comes home, they have just fun and have something to feed. Yep. Yesterday I was in Vanimo, and we happened to have rocked into Rose Garden in Vanimo, and that was a lot of food. Then I realized that I always don't eat so much as that, but wow, having paid the 500, I thought it was worth sitting down and eating, and the food was good. I mixed up everything. I can't remember what I did not eat, but I thought I ate everything. There was chicken, there was beef, there was fish, there was ice cream, there was bubble tea, there was iced tea, I don't know, there was cola, I don't know. I didn't drink a cola, but there was this lingon thing. Lingon is a fruit. I don't know what it's called in English. I don't know, I've never seen it in Kenya, so I only saw it here for the first time in Sweden. So drank lingon soft, that was good. And yeah, so today I thought it's wise to make this decision to trek and cut down on that multitude of food that I ate. The noodles were so much. Mix it up with spaghetti. I don't know. I ate, man. I ate. Hey, by the way, there is also wildlife here. You can see the seagulls. This is their season, and this is the place where they normally come to produce. They have reduced in number here. I don't know what could have happened in the past, but they were quite big, and people were getting so worried about them because they were pooping on the bridge and everywhere. And sometimes they can get to be very aggressive, like when you're out here having your picnic, they can come and attack you if trying to get a share of your food. Yeah, so they really get aggressive, but this is their period to produce eggs here. They do it seasonally. During winter they migrate, so they are no longer here, but here they are. So the seagulls are here. They are here to produce, and they're here to make the normal noise. This is a noise that we are so used to in this village. Oh yeah. So my walk continues. Schools have opened after Easter. I can see children are in school. Those are nice gentle noises. I love the noise of children. And yeah, so as I continue with this walk, I want to put off the video so that I can be able to also jog a certain portion so that I manage to get in time. I'm not so sure about this 3 or 3.5 hours on foot and at this pace, so I think I have to add with speed for the sake of being sure of what time to get to work. Yep. So I'll be literally putting off this video in a while. Then I start the jogging. So I'll run a little bit, and if I see something interesting, I'll be able to stop. Then we share it. If I see anything interesting, I shall be able to stop, set on the camera and share with you. But the next 3 to 4 kilometers, I want to shut off this video and spring. That is a Swedish word for run. I want to run. This is our local supermarket, the ICA. This is a flag of Icanera. So after coming out of the tight areas, so I'll start doing my thing. I think I made a video here, and you guys have seen a bit of this, so there's no real big deal. Yeah. The distance that I'm going to take was a distance that we used to do as a family sometimes when my wife just came from Kenya, and we used to do it every weekend. And we had my daughter, who is now 17, was a baby, so she used to be pushed in a pram, and we could cover that distance and just have fun walking and talking and bonding as a family. So it's a memorable walk, something that we used to really enjoy doing, but times have changed. Work has become so much, occupations and preoccupations have been there, so it's something that we kind of like stopped doing. And yeah, however, once in a while like this, it becomes something interesting to do. Look at that nest up there. These trees had lost all their leaves during winter, so as spring comes, so the leaves are just going to shoot out and everything is going to come back, berries, whatever view. I lived here when I first came to this estate, and I lived in this flat on the lower ground floor. I lived here for about 4 years, if I'm not wrong. 4 to 5 years, I can't remember. Yeah, life was good. This was the local playground for the child, and this place is so designed that each and every quarter has a playground for its children. so provision is made. I remember sitting out in the balcony there and overlooking these houses here. There was a lady here whom I used to really admire her compound, and I used to help her trim up the fruits, cut the grass, and do that. And she in turn would sometimes take care of our child when we are going shopping or something like that. We didn't have a vehicle, I think, during that period, so we would do our shopping by bus, which was quite tedious. Yeah, this was a place. Yeah, so life here was good. Life here was good. And yeah, there is a place here called Pep's Boutique. You can hire cars, cranes, trailers, building equipment. So our village is quite well equipped. Yeah, so my jogging is about to start because I'm coming to the end of civilization, and once I hit the forest, so now it will just be running and running. I'll be a bit sweaty and breathing hard. That shows that I have to put my lungs into another gear mode. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been so fair to me, so supportive. I'm so happy that my growth has been quite steady, and as I checked lastly, as at early this morning, I'm at 159. And please, I want you to share and subscribe. Click that thumb button, watch my videos to the end, support me, and give me tips on how things can be better. And I want to grow. I want to make my road to 1,000. I want to make my road to 1,000, and I'll be so happy to get there. On my own, I cannot do it. So with your support, I can be able to come to the 1,000 mark. Yeah. So please support me and get me to 1,000 mark. Share with a friend and a friend and a friend and a friend of a friend. Yeah, together we grow. So we make a family, and let's enjoy traveling together. I can see bees that are kept there. So I don't quite promise, but the next movie we are coming to buy bees here. I mean, not buy bees, buy honey here, and we see what we can be able to get out of this forest. Yep. All right. So thanks a lot, and just hang on. If I see anything interesting, I'll be able to set the camera on, but right now I want to start jogging, and the jogging goes up the hill. This hill goes for about 1.5 kilometers, and that will be a steady gradient going up. It ain't so easy, but I'll be able to do it. So thank you. Hang on and be with me in this journey. My journey has caught me in the middle of the prairies. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's lovely walking around the prairies. The jogging uphill, that one took me by storm. I was breathing like nonsense. Now I want to go through the farms and finish up the prairies. It goes for about 4 kilometers. So this I'm gonna do with love. So I'll take a little breather, go through this farm a little bit, then continue jogging again. Wow, this is a nice exercise. I'm getting in love with this. I think I'll be doing this I don't know, let me not promise, but it's worth doing this once a month. Yeah, it feels good. Ever since I came to Sweden, I've ever been in love with this alley. I love just the way the trees are arranged, and like sometimes I was just so addicted to this place, and I would just love driving between these trees. It just gives a very nice feeling. And one day, if I develop a farm, I would love to have this kind of an alley, just, you know, something that you just drive and have fun like this. This is so majestic. This is a good feeling. This is nice. I love this. 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 And the whole place smells fresh. You know, that cow poop. It really, the natural smell of a farm, and it really feels good. Oh, I can't help falling in love with this alley, man. Walking in the alley. There was harvest a lot last year. You can see this has been like the leftover, what the cows ate during the winter, and still there's a leftover. This can go a year plus, and also for export for other countries that did not have enough fodder. So this is good. These fields produce a lot of food for the animals. Yeah. This is my favorite alley. And after this alley, I have about 2 kilometers that I have to jog again. So I'm prepared, and I want to start cruising now. This is also a store. More food is kept in there. There's plenty of food. Yeah. When I was new in this country, I used to look at this small tiny house, and I was in the wish that if I would even get that house and nobody bothers me, so I just live there in peace, I would be so happy. And I was in so much panic during that period. We were living in an immigration house not far away from here, and I still look at this house and I'm imagining sometimes people can wish for some strange stuff. I don't know how I would be putting here with a huge family that I do have. But anyway, wishes are not horses, so beggars cannot ride. Okay, just forget about that. Okay, I'm done with the first bit of the prairies. This camera cannot zoom, but there is oh, it's taking off. There is a gazelle in the horizon. Oh, such a beautiful deer. It looks. They have sharp ears from such a distance. It could hear my footprints and everything. Yeah. So, I tell you, this country is rich. Those are just free animals, and right ahead of me is stocks. So trees. I mean, this country is just forest, and the amount of logs that are being felled annually or monthly, and I don't know, going to the pepper industry and all that kind of thing. It's a lot. And don't worry. When I tell you this country is rich, it is rich. This is just something in this village. But I've driven across this country, and I drove for 19 and a half hours, and I was nowhere near the border. So the country is big and full of trees. Oh yeah? This is what I call. For those of you who don't want to go green, you're losing on something, man. But if you think of going green and putting up a forest, just look at this. Just look at this. This is a replacement. This is a replacement of all this that were cut. So the planning was such that when these ones go out, these ones are also maturing. Look at that thick. And this can go up to 500-600 kilometers. If you're traveling up north, it's forest and forest and forest. 300 kilometers of forest. I'm telling you. Isn't that richness? Yeah, this is what we call. So the only thing I can be able to tell you is if I told you to encourage any growth, it's green growth. Going green is the only way. Look at all this wealth. This is ready. And by the way, they're not loaded by a bunch of guys making noise. It's one person with a truck with a lift, and it just loads the thing perfectly into the lorry. One-man job, and it's done. Okay, tractor is coming, and I have to also start jogging, so I'm putting off this camera, and my race begins. Here I am in the middle of the woods. Yeah, I don't want that tractor to catch up with me. That's my yardstick of jogging. So I want to move faster than the tractor. Oh, it's such a pity. This thing is collapsing. The roof is down. The roof is down. Oh, not to worry. Okay, the jogging starts. Hang on. I tried my best. I ran as fast as I could, but the tractor caught up with me, and I had to give it way. This thing, it looks slow, but it's fast. Or it's me who is fat and slow. I don't know. I don't know. I think it is me who is fat and slow. But the tractor, it beat me, Maya. It beat me in the race. Wow. Let me just keep going on. It's not easy holding the camera and at the same time running. Lazy boy. I'll stop being fat and lazy. I'll be doing exercise. Look at the tractor. It's like it's going at 100 kilometers per hour. Okay. I think I was getting tired. It's time to cool down and take a break and walk a little bit. I just saw a building long time ago when I used to take a walk around this place. I was admiring a certain house here, and I was wondering why it's abandoned. And my desire was to have a small house of that kind of design. Sorry, it's in somebody's compound. I really don't want to infringe with people's privacy. But that house, I used to admire it, and I was wondering, I even put up a question if I could be able to buy it and fix it. Oh, sorry, the house is abandoned, so nobody's living in there, so I don't think I'm offending anybody. Yeah, but the place is abandoned and nobody's living there. Yeah, but the house I'm talking about specifically is not this one. The house I'm talking about specifically is not that one either. I was offered that one, but I was offered that one, but that's not what I was looking at. What I was looking at was that stone house, which is across there with half roof and like a church bell on the top. I was really in love with that house. Sorry, my camera can't be able to zoom, but the person I was explaining to that I'm in love with that house kept looking at me and was wondering, "Hey guy, what are you talking about? That is a stable for a horse, and it's a house for horses. And the guy was wondering, why would you want to stay in a horse's house? Wow! And I couldn't help. I was just in love with that. I like the way the roofs went, and you know, that kind of gable thing. Wow. Ah, this man has desired even one time to live in a horse's house. Hey, don't laugh at me. That's life. I should stop gossiping a lot. I got some more stretch of kilometers to run up to those houses down there. So I'll put off the camera. I was just introducing the joke of the house of the horse that I wanted to buy the stable. Okay, now let me gather courage. My lungs are feeling much better. I think I've not been doing exercises for long, and I can feel also on my knees. Yeah, so exercise is quite recommended. So let me pause this thing and take another sprint. Sorry, I had to stop here. I had to stop and share this with you. This that you're seeing here is maize plantation. This is the season for planting maize. So right now they have been planted, and the rains, as you can see, they're up. The rains are coming like today. Most probably it's going to be a rainy day, a rainy evening. So this is a right season. Maize has been planted, and last year there was a fairly good harvest of maize in this place. I think I took a video, I can't remember, but I was having some animals around here as I was filming the animals. On the background you could see the maize, but my focus was not really on the maize. Yeah, so I was just putting on the camera to show you the maize fields. Yeah, my jogging continues. Right, feeling good. Sorry, I had to stop here. I had to stop and share this with you. This that you're seeing here is maize plantation. This is the season for planting maize. So right now they have been planted, and the rains, as you can see, they're up. The rains are coming like today. Most probably it's going to be a rainy day, a rainy evening. So this is a right season. Maize has been planted, and last year there was a fairly good harvest of maize in this place. I think I took a video, I can't remember, but I was having some animals around here as I was filming the animals. On the background you could see the maize, but my focus was not really on the maize. Yeah, so I was just putting on the camera to show you the maize fields. Yeah, my jogging continues. Right, feeling good. All right, I'll clean my screen. It's raining, and I'm in Hulared. I've managed to do some 6 kilometers from home. I'm in Hulared. Just want to walk across the people's village. But this is where we buy our bicycles and repair our bicycles. It's called Exi Hulared, and you have everything to do with bicycles here. Yeah, right. The official bicycle dealer in our area here. I'm enjoying watching people's robots cutting grass. Mine has died. I kind of like left it out to charge during the winter, because I was told that it's recommended that you put it in the charge like a bit once a month. Then I forgot it there for about 3 days. It froze under minus 12 degrees centigrade at night. So right now it's not charging. It's not charging at all. I've put it in the charger for 2 days. Nothing is picking up. This is Ulared. This is Ulared. My 21 kilometers journey is almost like halfway. This is like almost like halfway done. So I've already done like 8 kilometers. I don't know whether it's 8 exactly. I don't have a kilometer whatever, but so far so good. It's like I'm halfway. When I will reach the signboard showing that Limerick is about 7 kilometers, that will be very good for me. That will be pretty good for me. Ooh, everywhere smelling wood. The heating with wood, I think, is the norm of the day in this area. That's a very nice feeling, nice smell, nice. I love working with wood. I love the smell of wood. Oh, here we go. A lot of work to do in the gardens. A lot of work to do in the gardens. The more I see other people's compound, the more challenge I feel for myself. Like a lot has to happen. Yeah, a lot has to happen. There's a factory here. Oh. Hey. We have friends that live around here. Oh, look at that caravan. It's amazing. It is amazing. Okay, I have to step aside for the lorries. It's a big lorry coming. A huge lorry coming. Oh. Baby Shanghai. Oh. Sometimes we come to church here in Ulared. Our pastorate actually rotates between the church in Neathorpe, Ulared here, Dalstorp, Ljungsack, and Old Srema and Grimsås. Yeah, so we kind of like always rotate around there, and this often we come to this church. It's one of the smallest churches in the pastorate, and yeah. So I've rested enough. I think my second part of the jogging has to start, so I'll put off the camera and start my run. I'll start my run. Yeah, let me know some of the crazy things you do out there in the village. Man, if I were living in the city, right in the heart of the town, such experiences would not be possible. And the air is fresh here, no pollution. It's just Me and nature. Let me just put off the thing and stop talking. At this juncture, I got about 9 kilometers more to go, if I'm not wrong. 9 to 10 max. But I'm now on the main road, and along this main road there's a lot of traffic and cars coming up and down. And at this juncture, what I decide to do is to stop running, because the more I run, the more I need to breathe in and out heavily, and that is dangerous for me to take in a lot of carbon monoxide. So I have to I can make a quick pace walk and breathe quite averagely, and let the traffic go. Of course, these roads are not as busy as city roads, but however, somebody really got pissed off with his medicine box, and he threw all the medicine. I think he must have been pissed off with his sickness, and he decided away with the sickness. I can see a syringe, things for diabetic, I don't know what, swabs and comb and everything, and they just thrown outside here. I don't know. Everything is possible. They could have come from a car, but that's not a right thing to do on the road. I mean, this environment is meant to be kept clean, but as you can see, medicine has been thrown there. Yeah, medicine has been thrown there. What I was saying, it's good to take care of the health, and right now I'm not going to run, but I'll make a very quick pace of walk because I'm on the main road. Now, I want to teach you something little. Right now, as I'm walking on the road, I have to walk on the left side of my road, and the side I'm walking on is marked with 2 dots on the pin, and then there is the white lines, the dots. So I should be between the grass and the white dots. So this is called the Vagrant, where I'm supposed to be walking. That's my place, and the one on my right hand is the short banner for the vehicle's oncoming, and across there is long white lines. It separates the lane, the oncoming lane, and the ongoing lane. So as you can see, these 2 vehicles are passing each other. Alright, so I had to step aside a bit. And yeah, now the opposite side of the road is marked not with 2 dots, but on the contrary, it is marked with a straight line. So I'll be able to show you, if you can see it on the opposite side. That side I can see a straight line, and this side I can see 2 dots. This side I see 2 dots on my side. That's showing that this is the side I should be walking on, and with a straight line there on the pole, I shouldn't be walking. So if you get behind this post, you are going to see a straight line. So that means I should be walking on the other side. The other side now has 2 dots. So going towards this side, I shouldn't be on the side of the straight line, but I should be on the side of the 2 dots. Now, these are just tips to get your traffic things in order. And right now, this is quite a busy road, so I cannot stick on my small path here because some cars can be a bit wide. So I have to watch and weigh out if some of the vehicles coming and both meeting each other, then I have to step down the drain on the other side. Yeah, I mean, you have to keep your life. So the journey continues. Here's a lorry coming, you can see he has to branch on the opposite side in honor me as a pedestrian. So the traffic laws requires them to go to the other lane. They should not pass near me. They are not allowed to pass right on my foot. They are not allowed to pass. And if there's another vehicle coming, they should be able to brake and let the thing go and then branch on the other side. This is a busy road and it's about 80 kilometers per hour. And it's just compulsory for me to walk on this, otherwise it's not quite a safe road to take walk, give and take, that there is a lot of carbon. So some of the cars have gone as far as crashing these things and hitting them and breaking them. So such is okay, now there are vehicles coming and I have to step aside because both sides there were vehicles coming. Yeah, so here it's about everybody keeping an eye and watching and looking up and down. I'm in Stolared. I still got some journey to make. I got about 10 to something to 8, between 8 and 10 kilometers to where my vehicle is. All right, let's go on. But now no more running because I just don't want to breathe carbon monoxide in me. All right, tell me what you think about this journey. I love Sweden. I love the forest. I love the green. I love the fresh air. In as much as there's traffic here, there's no much smoke. All vehicles go for inspection, so they are controlled for carbon emission and the air is clean. This is what I'm enjoying. All right, this used to be a factory making pallets, but it shut down many years ago. It is called Stolared. So yeah, it's here. If anybody can revive it, it can be good business. Pallets are normally in demand. Yeah, there is a little bit of panic here inside deep in the forest. I can hear a tree felling machine in the progress, and animals are also getting scared and they're running up and down from the noises. And I'm sure they can't do anything to human beings because they're not very dangerous like African animals, like the elephants, leopards, and so on. Just yesterday I was watching the TV, the Kenyan TV, and I think a young girl was eaten up by a lion, and wildlife guys were like dispatched to go and check it out. And an elephant had also chased some other family somewhere. But these ones are okay. They're just running away from the machine. This tractor that is felling trees is disturbing the environment, so they have to move from this west part to this other part. This part that they're running to is less densely populated, and where they're coming from was the thicker side. And you can see some yellow signs, the yellow and red, that indicates the presence of animals. So one has to be very careful, and as the drivers go on, it's part of the training. It's part of the training that has been given to drivers when they're driving on the countryside like this one. It's called länskörning, and one has to be very careful. You can see the trees that are being done by the machine that is disturbing them, and they're put on the roadside, so there'll be a tractor coming to pick them. The animals are going. The movement was so fast I couldn't be able to film it, and I happened to be in a little bit of panic. Not big panic, I mean, I'm not that scared, but there's nobody here and nobody there and nobody anywhere, so it's just me and the trees and the forest alone. Yeah, so the only animals that you can be able to get here is the moose, the elk, and and then the royur, which is the deer, and none of them are that dangerous. The next one is a beaver, and yeah, and a wild boar, a pig, wild big pig. They can run here and there. So those are the animals that you're bound to meet here. Of course, foxes, but foxes are afraid and they move more at night, trying to catch birds and so on. So yeah, foxes are the next thing you could be afraid of, but they are also afraid of men. So my journey continues. I'm about to connect another main road. I'm on road number 157, and I'm not so sure whether that's 27 or 26. I'm going to join the other one, and then in about 6 kilometers or 7 kilometers, I should be able to reach where the car is. The time is 1:11. If I were running, I would have been almost on the other main whatever, but I decided not to run. I decided not to run on the main road because of the carbon emission, and stay healthy. Now watch this car that is coming. He's going to deviate to the other lane in respect of me, and they're not supposed to drive near passengers. Tell me how it works out in your country, how drivers respect pedestrians, and how often accidents happen in your place. Here it rarely happens. So there is what they call a zero vision, null vision. That means that in a whole year, not a single car should be able to have an accident. Of course, that's not true, because it happens. In as much as you try to avoid it, it normally happens. You'll always find one careless driver here or there, and most of this happen in town. They say single traffic happens on the countryside, but it's normally people who have come from work and they are very tired, and in the process fall asleep on the steering and lose control. That's the worst accident you can be able to see in this kind of situation. Yep, I'll continue with my journey. Oh, God has granted me the strength. I'm still in the middle of nowhere, but I've come eventually to the junction of the crossroads, the road going to Grimsås and Nittorp, and 157 continues to Tranemo. So I'm pretty close. If I'm not wrong, I would be talking between 6 to 7 kilometers remaining, and that's phenomenal. Oh, that is phenomenal. That was a friend of mine, and his Brazilian wife, and yeah, wow, I've done a phenomenal bit of the walk. If I were running, I would have been very, very close to the destination, because I've done quite a huge sum of kilometers walking, because the whole idea of running and inhaling a soot is not the best idea for my age. So here I come. There is a stop sign in 100 meters distance. So yeah, I'll be able to continue with the video when I get. My journey has caught me in the middle of the prairies. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It's lovely walking around the prairies. The jogging uphill, that one took me by storm. I was breathing like nonsense. Now I want to go through the farms and finish up the prairies. It goes for about 4 kilometers, So this I'm gonna do with love. So I'll take a little breather, go through this farm a little bit, then continue jogging again. Wow, this is a nice exercise. I'm getting in love with this. I think I'll be doing this, I don't know, let me not promise, but it's worth doing this once a month. Yeah, it feels good. Ever since I came to Sweden, I've ever been in love with this alley. I love just the way the trees are arranged, and like sometimes I was just so addicted to this place, and I would just love driving between in these trees. It just gives a very nice feeling. And one day, if I develop a farm, I would love to have this kind of an alley, just, you know, something that you just drive and have fun like this. This is so majestic. This is a good feeling. This is nice. I love this. 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 And the whole place smells fresh. You know, that cow poop. It really, the natural smell of a farm, and it really feels good. Oh, I can't help falling in love with this alley, man. Walking in the alley. There was harvest a lot last year. You can see this has been like the leftover, what the cows ate during the winter, and still there's a leftover. This can go a year plus, and also for export for other countries that did not have enough fodder. So this is good. These fields produce a lot of food for the animals. Yeah. This is my favorite alley. And after this alley, I have about 2 kilometers that I have to jog again. So I'm prepared, and I want to start cruising now. This is also a store. More food is kept in there. There's plenty of food. Yeah. When I was new in this country, I used to look at this small tiny house, and I was in the wish that if I would even get that house and nobody bothers me, so I just live there in peace, I would be so happy. And I was in so much panic during that period. We were living in an immigration house not far away from here, and I still look at this house and I'm imagining sometimes people can wish for some strange stuff. I don't know how I would be putting here with a huge family that I do have. But anyway, wishes are not horses, so beggars cannot ride. Okay, just forget about that. Okay, I'm done with the first bit of the prairies. This camera cannot zoom, but there is oh, it's taking off. There is a gazelle in the horizon. Oh, such a beautiful deer. It looks. They have sharp ears from such a distance. It could hear my footprints and everything. Yeah. So, I tell you, this country is rich. Those are just free animals, and right ahead of me is stocks and stocks and stocks. So trees. I mean, this country is just forest, and the amount of logs that are being felled annually or monthly, and I don't know, going to the pepper industry and all that kind of thing. It's a lot. And don't worry, Don't worry, when I tell you this country is rich, it is rich. This is just something in this village. But I've driven across this country and I drove for 19 and a half hours and I was nowhere near the border. So the country is big and full of trees. Oh yeah? This is what I call. For those of you who don't want to go green, you're losing on something, man. But if you think of going green and putting up a forest, just look at this. Just look at this. This is a replacement. This is a replacement of all this that were cut. So the planning was such that when these ones go out, these ones are also maturing. Look at that thick. And this can go up to 500-600 kilometers. If you're traveling up north, it's forest and forest and forest. 300 kilometers of forest. I'm telling you, isn't that richness? Yeah, this is what we call. So the only thing I can be able to tell you is if I told you to encourage any growth, it's green growth. Going green is the only way. Look at all this wealth. This is ready. And by the way, they're not loaded by a bunch of guys making noise. It's one person with a truck with a lift, and it just loads the thing perfectly into the lorry. One-man job, and it's done. Okay, tractor is coming, and I have to also start jogging, so I'm putting off this camera, and my race begins. Here I am in the middle of the woods. Yeah, I don't want that tractor to catch up with me. That's my yardstick of jogging. So I want to move faster than the tractor. Oh, it's such a pity. This thing is collapsing. The roof is down. The roof is down. Oh, not to worry. Okay, the jogging starts. Hang on. Hi. Oh, the video continues. This is Boaz Pilgrim. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. I've managed, I've conquered my journey. Now I've entered into civilization. Residents have begun. I met a police car. They stopped, but they didn't say anything, and they didn't stop completely. They kind of just like braked and checked out if anything is wrong. I didn't wave a flag to show that anything is bad, so they proceeded. I think they had more important things to do. And now I'm seeing civilization. I'm seeing residents. There's a hotel here, room and breakfast, bed and breakfast. I think I've been there before when there was a church conference organized by a friend of mine who moved to Stockholm. He had brought in a whole church load from different countries: Finland, Holland, Norway, and Denmark. They all had a conference here, and I attended the conference. So that was my first time to really come to this bed and breakfast. I've managed to do all my kilometers. I am here at the destination. I'm about 1 kilometer off the MAC. I am 1 kilometers off the MAC. This is the place called the first bus stop outside the town, called Kjellåsen. And a lot of things again could have happened here. I don't know. I can see shoes, I can see pants, I can see a mat. It's difficult to understand what is going on, and cleaning clothes, and a few flowers here, plastic flowers. It's difficult to know what goes on, and a little dirt here and there. Oh, this is Limmared. This is Limmared. And if I were going into the estates, I could just take a shortcut into the estates through here. But I'm going to the industrial area where my vehicle is. So I'll continue with the road straight. I got 1 more kilometer to go, and it's quite an interesting turn. Let me let this vehicle go in. Yeah, all right, I got 1 more kilometer to go. This is the Shalosan bus stop, and residential has begun. And let's see, in about 1 kilometer I'll be where my vehicle is. I've reached my destination. I'm finally in Limered. And this is Limered. So it's just a question of walking again another 1 kilometer right across the town to get to my what do you call it, the garage where the vehicle is. And this is Limered. This is Limered. Quite big glass company. It's called Ardagh Group. Ardagh Group. It employs hundreds and hundreds of people. It's called Ardagh Glass. A long time when I was young, it had a name called Wrexham Glass, and Wrexham was a very, very popular. It's quite a popular company. It's actually the one that makes the bottles for Absolut Vodka. Absolut Vodka, one of the most famous Swedish gins. Vodka, not gin, vodka. And the bottles are manufactured here. A lot of bottles are manufactured here. And this is Ardagh Glass. The loading bays are here. I don't know, there's some strange doors and underground buildings which I can see across the other side. They could have been stores for keeping potatoes in the old days. Nice hiding place. Could be also residential. Looks like the Manyatas, you know what I mean? Yeah, Manyatas. They have doors and everything. This is Ardagh Glass. This is the loading bay. The loading bay for the company. It's such a huge glass company. The road to the offices is there. There is tents, and this is the factories. Senior stuff parking in, and the rest of the stuff parking on the outside. This is Ardagh Glass. I am in Limered. I'm getting pretty close to where my vehicle is, and thank you for being with me in the forest, walking me through to this day. Those number of kilometers were not as easy as somebody would have thought. But I'm happy I've done it. I'm happy for my body. This is the glass factory. We are in Limered, and I have to cut right through the town, because right at the end of near the railway station, that's where the garage is. That's where I will be able to catch my car and start rolling home. I'm good with time. I'm sure it takes less than 30 minutes to get home by car. I've done it so many hours. I left home at 9. It's now 12. So That has been a very many number of hours. The glass company was established in 1740, and then the industry was officially rebuilt and put into place in 1960, refurbished, turned its name to Wrexham in 1950. You can be able to see the evolution of the time for the factory. It has been here for a while, since 1740 through to 1916 to 1950. It's holding strong. Let me cross to the other side so that I can be able to show you the signpost. This leads to the reception. It shows the time there is 12:14, so I'm good with time. The temperature is 11 degrees centigrade. This is Ardag's Group, Ardag Glass Limerad. This is the reception. Yeah, so this is about it. Glass is being manufactured here, and across the other side on the other alley is residentials. The residentials. So this is a fire station. This is a fire station, Reading Shenstone, and this is residential flats. Residential Limerad. That is a sign that goes to Limerad Church, Limerad Kyrka. That's a Swedish church, Limerad. And this is the warehouses for the glass industry, so they continue and continue and continue. The warehouses are plenty. This is still residential. The church is up there, the Swedish church. There is a preschool up there as well. These are warehouses for the glass industry. Up there, more residential. Tell me what you think about Limerad. Tell me what you think about Limerad. I've just walked in. So this is a picture of the members of the staff that have taken a picture in the glass industry. This is perhaps what you expect to see on the inside. Yeah. And more of Limerad Central. I mean, it's not a really big place, no big deal about this place. It's a tiny place, but a lot bigger than our Dalston. So a lot of foreigners. A lot of foreigners live around here, a lot of them indeed, and it's quite popular. There's a railway station, you'll be able to see it ahead. There's a hotel. This is a hotel, and we call it Vandrahem. It's kind of like a home where you can be able to come and share a kitchen and everybody and everything with the people, and kind of like have a hotel, kind of like, but sharing a lot of things, a lot of amenities, bathrooms and so on. And it's cheap. It's affordable. It's nice for guys who are traveling up and down. Yeah, so that's about it. This is residential up the hill. There is all residential. You can see the population in the hotel is great. It's always occupied. And a lot of people also come to have lunch here. It's called Limered's Red Goose. Yeah, and that is the main street. That is the main street in Limered. Sure. So that's about it. A lot of auction houses, second-hand auctioneers. They have a lot of antique shops, plenty of them along this street, and Pizzeria 102. There's not much that happens there. Most of the shops that you see there are antique shops, and there is a supermarket, the Ika supermarket, and this is the hotel, of course, the glass company right behind. Let me cross. And a saloon there. You can be able to see a lot of guys who fix hair here. And majority of the shops that you see there are antique shops. And this is the hotel, the railway station. I had aired a playground in one of my videos. This Limered has one of the biggest playground and the most modern playground for the children in our entire commune. And also I had a video that I've not yet been able to air. It's lying somewhere in one of the SD cards about the glass house and the process of making glass. That I'll be able to give. This is Adults Group. Those are the bottles that are waiting for delivery. This is what you can be able to see. So I have a pending video to show you about the glass house, which you can see right ahead of me there, and show you the process of the glass manufacturing. Behind it is the railway station, and this is the Pendle parking where people park their vehicles. They take the train and go to work in the big city. And yeah, Boros is not far away from here. That's the railway station, and that's the central bus station for Limered. That's a glass house. There's a hotel and a glass industry. And across the railway on the other side, where there's a Preem petrol station, that's where my vehicle was being repaired. And this brings me to the end of the journey. Thank you for hanging with me. It was such a pleasure. And I have about like a half an hour to rush and go and just change to work clothes, take a quick shower and change to work clothes and go to work. It was so fun. And I can see my daughter's vehicle is also there, ready, fixed, standing very steady. And this is very, very impressive. This makes me happy. And please share this video with others. Share your comments there on the comment section. And please remember to subscribe and support me in every way possible, such that we grow together and have more journeys. Thank you, and welcome to my channel, Mboyer's Pilgrim. Oh, everything is ready and the car is ready. The service is done. It's time to pick the car and rush to work. There's no more time. But these guys, they've done a good job and I'm happy. The car is ready. They've filled all the information in the service book. And yeah, the sum was a bit big. The sum was a bit fat. Yeah. And changing of the brakes and changing of the oil and everything, plus the spring that was broken. I got a 14K bill here. Wow, that was that. Yeah. Okay, now it's time to start and roll home as quick as possible and be prepared to get to work. Thank you. That was it in these days, pilgrims. Immediately after picking the car, the first thing that one experiences is that train coming. Train coming. We have to wait for this. We have to wait for this. Oh, let's see how long it's gonna take. I figure out it's this one already at the station. This one is from Kalmar to Borås and Gothenburg, I think so. So that should be able to, that is SJ line. I don't know how long it's gonna be here, man. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. And there goes the train. It didn't take as long as I thought. This train can take you to Kalmar and all the way up to the side of Malmö. You can connect it from here, and you can go to Denmark through here. So this place is well connected. That's SJ. It wasn't that long, a few coaches, and then it gives us the opportunity now to go to work. We wait and see the boomers open. I've seen a lot of videos in the US, people crashing into trains so much, and that's one thing I've never seen in Sweden here. The driving instructions and training is so strict, such that railway crossing is one of the most serious trainings, and it's done in the best way possible. But in the US, I see some very, very clumsy accidents and people being run on by train, and people running outside vehicles, parking on the railway line. I don't know, I don't understand, but it's one thing I've not seen in Sweden, and the arrangement here is very perfect. And yeah, let's not speculate much. Soon one day I'll be going to the US. I'll be able to find out what happens there. Yeah, but so far so good. And yes, this is so amazing. A trip that made me walk for about 3 hours. Imagine I've driven in 12 minutes. In 12 minutes I'm here. Such a big difference between a man's foot and a vehicle, man. And it was not that I was speeding. Nah, I was just going the speeds that the road give, and it was taking 12 minutes. Can you imagine? Wow, that walk was good, but it did me so good. So it's time to shower, eat something, and go to work. The vehicle is really, really well made. It's super smooth and very perfect indeed. So here we are. So thank you so much.